Ladies and gentlemen, I am KageKaze, and it has been a while since I've touched War Z. They did the wipe a while back, and I hadn't really come back yet. And I had always meant to, but other stuff had got in the way. So, here I am, coming back, created my character again. Completely new one this time. We can see this time around that we have a whole bunch of new characters to choose from. The Rebel Without a Cause and the Average Joe were added before the wipe, but most recently we got the Mechanic and the Rock and Roller. Some very... I don't know, I have to say there's something here, and I'm noticing it more with this character type. Something feels really odd about the body type. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe it's the stiff arm movement, I don't know. But there's some options here for your Mechanic, your Rock and Roller. Wow, that's... yeah. So a bunch of characters, unsure at this point whether or not they're going to make these be unlockable through money like they did last time. As of right now, they are all openly available, so that's kind of nice to see. But at the same time, it would also be nice to have skins that you could purchase, you know, to kind of feel unique, because not everybody could get them unless they put money into it. So let's go back. As I was kind of perusing the marketplace, I noticed a few differences here. There's a few different items here, none of which can be purchasable with money, the actual in-game money. Nothing much here has changed. A lot of this looks the same. There's a couple new items like Gear Forest Pack or armor, it looks like. Halloween headpiece is still here. But I'm noticing that these items have been taken off cache. For example, the tuna, the pasta, yeah. I believe it was like $100 and something for a can of spaghetti. Yeah, well, no more. It's all gold coins now. The juice is the only thing worth cash. And my god, it's $3,500 for juice. That had better be some epic juice. Seriously. I had better never want another box of juice in my life for $3,000. Is this some vintage juice? I mean, maybe this juice has, you know, been around for so long it's turned into fine wine at this point. I don't know. That's ridiculous, really. Wow, look at this. 5,000 for painkillers, 6,000 antibiotics, 4,000 for... my god, bandages are expensive. Oh, this is crazy. Well, some new items have been added, some new barricades. It's nice to see these in the game now. The barbed wire barricade, we've got a wood shield barricade, a riot shield it looks like, some sandbags, and a rangefinder. And of course the standard modifications for weapons are here as well. Alright, my apologies for the stop there. Apparently the purchase gold coin button actually does work. So we have a real money to gold coin conversion now. So I find that interesting now that everything's kind of in beta status and they performed their wipe. It looks like they are willing to take money for their gold coins, and the ratio is not explicit on the site. At least I only took a cursory look at it, so I'm not exactly sure if they mention it anywhere. But when I went in, there's a quick conversion calculator there. You put in how much you want to spend. It tells you how much coin you're going to get. I put in $1, and that's about 125 gold coins. So to put that into perspective here, you're looking at spending about $1, a little more than $1 for a laser sight. Let's kind of look at what these things, 125 coins, right? $1 for a little more than $1 for a vaccine or time capsules, and obviously, yeah, it's going to take more for any of these. When I put in $10, you would think it would go up to 1,250. It actually went up to 1,400. So it looks like you're getting about a 10-15% savings if you put more money in, and that percentage may go up as you put more in. Like I said, I only took a cursory glance at it, and these are just some preliminary values that I was able to pull up here while I was tabbed out of the game. So that's interesting to me. 125 for $1. I really have to take a look at these and see. Wow, one MRE is $1. An MRE is wow. Well, it's a free-to-play game, right? They need to make their money somehow. Everything is obtainable in the game, of course. Well, at least I would believe so. I've heard that the food situation that I've complained about in the past is a little bit better, so I kind of want to take a look at that and see if that's true. So I'm not going to spend too much time here. What I am going to do, though, real quick, is look at the inventory, because apparently the starting gear has changed. Remember, they wiped everything, so I really shouldn't have gear. But apparently, I have a Kruger 22. So, yeah, they start you off with a pistol. That's nice. Do they start you off with ammo? They do. They start you off with one clip, or magazine, whichever you want to call it. I know there are purists out there that are going to probably yell at their screens for saying one or the other. Anyway, Kruger 22. So you get one pistol, you get one clip for that pistol. So, and how many is that? 10 rounds. So you get 10 shots to start off with, and you better hope you find more. Ooh, they start you off with a bat, a tactical knife, and a few flares. That's not too bad. Oh, interesting. A Jason mask, a black mask, a leather hat. Hey, look, I even get a large backpack in here. It's not too bad. I'm kind of hesitant to use any of these right away. I kind of want to spawn in and see how it feels. I've heard that they've upped the amount of people that are in each server, so I kind of don't want to put this stuff that I could lose out there. Ooh, start me off with an electro aid for thirst. A few DX bandages, a med kit. Oh, look at that, 5 barricades. That's pretty cool. Binoculars. Well, there's actually some really nice stuff in here in your starting kit. I like that. I like the fact they even give you kind of a starting weapon. Obviously, you don't have to use it. You can keep it in here, which I intend to do for now. I have no problem surviving with a flashlight at first. You can see my new character's starting gear consists still of 1 bandage, 1 soda, 1 granola bar. So yeah, some things... The more things change, the more things stay the same, really. Alright, there we go. Community tab finally came up here. So clans have been implemented in this game. And from what I understand, if you're in a clan, you will actually see arrows above your teammates. So you always know where your clan mates are at any given time, which makes it a lot easier to you know, find your friends, to get together in a server. I like to see that. Kind of gives you a tactical advantage, really. You don't want to be out of the clan, is what it sounds like. So I'm not sure what other features they give you here. There's apparently Clan EXP, and Clan EXP apparently is not implemented yet. So I don't know what you're going to get for leveling up your clan. As you saw in the Survivors, they still haven't even implemented skill trees for the characters, so we don't even know what that's going to give us. There's some interesting concepts that could come from this, so I look forward to seeing what comes of this. Unfortunately, it looks like while clans are available, friends are not. Oh, wow. Okay, so what about creating a clan? What does it take? So let's find out, shall we? And let's see. Wow, you can change the... Alright. What should I do it as? I don't know. I really don't know. Let's just do the, we'll do the blue, I think. Oh, and you can, okay, you can change, wow, you can do the color of the tag and the clan. That's, okay. Really, I just, for the hell of it, I'm going to do that. And there's only 3 icons at this point. So that's, alright, not a lot of options just yet. So we'll do that one, hit apply, and so if I hit create clan, alright, so there's limitations. You need at least 20 hours of playtime to create a clan. Now, I can't tell you if this is true or not, but from what I understand, creating a clan may also take gold coins. So there is that. So that tactical advantage will come at real world cost. Hopefully, though, just one person needs to create it and then they can recruit at will and you don't have to pay to opt into a clan. I think that would be a horrible system. So I don't think any changes have happened here into the... Oh, there's a few more language options now. But everything else here appears to be the same. It's not a lot. Like I said, I don't want to spend too much time into all this. So let's see. Servers and strongholds still not available. Play with friends, obviously, because friendless is not available. Let's quick join. Alright, we're in. that lovely scenery. Okay, where am I? Oh, nice. I like this. So, here's one thing. The entire map is now open. I am a little sad to see that a majority of this northern area is mountain. I was kind of hoping that, like, because they cut off things here around Boulder City, and we couldn't get up into here where the NORAD military base was. All this over here was basically only this chunk here was unavailable. And this game is supposed to be fairly large, much like DayZ is. And I was hoping that that meant once this final area here finally got unveiled, that it was going to truly prove to be very large. But I will have to admit, I'm not entirely sure if I'm feeling the grand scale of this game like I should be. So, well, you know what? We haven't been to the NORAD military base. We're going to go ahead and go there. Even though not a lot of space has opened up, or at least to me feels like it hasn't, it is more space to play around with, and that is nice. Especially when you can see here, I've got 62 people in the server. Yeah, it says 61. There's 62. 0 counts. I don't know why they count from 0. Counting from 0 makes sense from a programming standpoint. It doesn't from a real-world application. It's one of those things they teach you. Friggin' elementary programming here. Anyway, I'm rambling. Okay, what I wouldn't give for an auto-run button, both in this game and DayZ. Seriously. I come from MMOs, and I'm so used to those when I need to traverse a lot of space. Alright, so the other thing here that really I like is the roads are kind of highlighted here. Oh, really? 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 Okay. Well, at least you can see there that they put in names for the people that kill you. Alright, well, we'll make a new character. How's that? Alright, so we're back in on a new character, and wow, it started me in a safe zone? Interesting. So, let's see here. So we're going to go and, unfortunately I'm farther away from my goal since I was up there. I wanted to go to the NORAD missile base and take a look at that since it was a new area that had just opened up and I'd never seen it before. Unfortunately, a random douchebag has prevented that from being a very easy possibility. But thanks to the wonders of video editing, I can get footage there anyway and either put it in here or just make another one. Hey! He may have just allowed me to make more content. So whatever. Thank you, random douchebag. You are a credit to your cause or something, I don't know. Really, I don't know where I'm going with that. I just know I'm leaving the safe zone. And I am out of stamina. Really. What is my... Oh, my key bindings are gone, are they? Hold on. Really? Okay, so, this is something I hope they change, really. The inability to keybind in-game. I have to leave the game to keybind. Alright, that's fine. I know what my default keys are. I can deal with that. Oh, wow, look at that head bob. That's got to go. That's got to go! That is default head... Really? Really? Some of the... let me guess. Can't change it in-game either. Alright. Really. Okay. You know, I like the concept of this game genre. I like both DayZ and I like WarZ. Now, I kind of have a slight preference to DayZ. I'm going to just kind of start off with that. Now, that's in concept. As far as execution is concerned, right now it's WarZ. Now, I say that because the problem with DayZ, as it is now, as it continues to be, as it will continue to be until it becomes a standalone product, is hackers. Seriously, hackers That is the biggest problem with DayZ. Nothing about execution, nothing about bugs and all that wonderful stuff, even though the game is riddled with them, absolutely. The problem is with people just hacking the game and just coming in, ruining everybody else's good time. And the worst part about it is with all the hackers and people going in and player killing, this genre of game has such great high concepts, but it almost feels like it's been somewhat ruined. You see, there was kind of a tenseness to this game, to DayZ when it first came out. When you ran into other people, are they going to be friendly? Are they not? You know, can you interact with them? And thankfully in DayZ you have the voice comms implemented, where this game does not. I can't wait until it does. I swear I'm going to run around the world as Deckard Cain and just talk to people at random. I don't know exactly what I'll say, but I'll do it. Anyway, that helps. That does help with the mystique, because you can at least talk to people around you. But here's the thing, a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people are going to run around because so many people are player killing right now in either game, as you saw with the first part of this video. Hopefully that's intact, because I noticed the game wasn't, I noticed I wasn't recording between takes here. So if I didn't get that, just know that I died, and it was right away. I had spawned in, I was looking at the map to see where I wanted to go, and just pop, 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 dead. So yeah, so many people are doing that kind of stuff, and it's really a shame. Because now the mystique is gone. So many people are used to people player killing in DayZ, WarZ, that they don't think twice anymore. They see another player, they avoid them at all costs. Now there are some people that challenge that, and some people that still like to play in a social aspect, and I think that's great. Those are the kind of people that are probably going to have a little bit of a better time, and you get some interesting friendships forged from that. I know that in DayZ we have a story where the guys I play with, my friends, got their first helicopter from basically helping out another group of guys. And it was kind of random because they are kind of cautious, and they, depending upon mood, they might shoot or not on sight. But it was one of these things where one of our guys just kind of happened to help one of them, and over voice comms they kind of got a feel for each other and that they weren't going to kill each other. And they had found a helicopter on one of its spawns, and they told our guy for helping him out they would basically gift us that helicopter, because they had no need for it. They were on our server and really didn't know anyone there. They were like, well, we were going to just tool around with it, and they basically gave it to us. We got our first helicopter from that. It was really the most amazing thing. So there's still a lot of stuff that can happen socially in this game. I think that's great. But for most people, they're not going to use those voice comms because it gives your location away. If you see someone, you usually aren't going to talk to them. You're usually going to avoid them. If you've run into player killers a lot, and it really kind of sours the mood, and it kind of makes you adapt to that. You know, if you're used to people killing all the time, then what are you going to do? You're going to avoid people. You're going to be very cautious. You're not going to let them know you're there. And in the worst case, if you feel threatened, you're going to shoot first. And that person might be friendly. But here's the problem. Some people who say they're friendly aren't. And they will basically lie to you just so you put your guard down, and then they'll kill you. It's sad, really. And I don't know what to say about that. I mean, it's kind of an interesting take of human psyche, you know, and the way humans will actually respond in this kind of situation, being in this zombie apocalypse scenario. Would you trust someone else? Like right there, that guy decided he wanted to come at me. Alright, well, let's go ahead and use my bandages. Well. See? I had absolutely nothing. And I got killed by a random person. This is exactly what I'm talking about. You get used to this kind of thing, and what do? You want to avoid people. it's really a shame. I mean, I would rather have maybe worked with him or something, but, you know, he probably doesn't see that guy behind him. Hold on, I want to see what happens here. They could be together. That's interesting. And there you have it. Yep, he got someone else. Alright, here we go again. I've deleted my 2 characters and recreated them once again, and we're in a different server because I random joined. So yeah, this isn't going too well so far. I'm not sure how I feel about this. It's at least proven my point about player interactions and what people do. And I just don't understand, to be honest, that whole concept of wanting to kill people like that are no threat to you, really. It's the same concept I don't understand with griefing in other team-based games, other first-person shooters. You know, you have people that love to just ruin the day of other people. They will sit there, they will camp spawns, they will basically perform actions that they know have little to no counter, just to constantly see people die. And basically go out of their way to make it so that the other people's game is ruined, as it were. People will do that not just on enemy teams, but on same teams. You know, there are team killers out there that do that kind of thing. They just like to go around and make everyone else's day horrible. I recently ran into something like that in MechWarrior Online. That I never thought I would see. Just right in the beginning of the match, one mech on my team just opened up on a friendly mech, and then they just started fighting it out. And I just kind of stood there and watched as like 3 friendly mechs just started circling each other and firing at each other. And yeah, our team got decimated, enemy team won. And it just really, it sucked because in a game like MechWarrior Online, you get experience credits and all that based on your team performance, and really it just kind of ruined the game for those people who were there. You know, not just the person who got killed and the people who retaliated, but basically the game went so short. The enemy team didn't get a lot of experience and money. I mean, they got the win credit and whatnot, but since our team pretty much was down before they got there, they pretty much got minimal, and our team got jack. It's just, I don't understand that kind of mentality, and I never will, quite honestly. I've always been a team player. I've always been a utility player. I like being the guy that does things other people don't. In the original PlanetSide, in Tribes 2, I was the tank driver. I didn't get the kills. I drove the guy that got the kills. I performed a lot of duties like that in Battlefield games. I was the driver of the pilot of the Black Hawk in Battlefield 2 back before it got nerfed. I wanted to see my team do well, and I did what I could to help them get those things. Now, thankfully, in games like Battlefield 2, they rewarded players that did that stuff with a percentage of points. So pilots got rewarded enough that even if it wasn't something you wanted to do, it's something that I did want to do, but even if you didn't, you would have a reason to do it. So let's see here. I'm not sure where I'm going to go at this point, honestly. Hopefully, since it's a different server, I might run into a different mentality of players. I'm near Clearview. That is like the town I've started with so many times. I'm going to go there kind of as a nostalgia's sake, because when I first started this in Alpha, I spawned by Clearview every time. Every time. I made a new character, I'd res, I'd be in Clearview. It was nuts. But hey, there's memories there, and I know the town a bit, and I believe they've added some things here and there, maybe not in Clearview, but I know that Boulder City has a lot of new interiors. That's something that I like about this game over DayZ. There are a lot more building interiors. Now, they're not furnished yet, so they're barren. But if you go into the big city, you go into Boulder City, and you will see that there is all sorts of stuff, all sorts of buildings to go into, and hopefully eventually you can actually get some furniture in there, and it'll be kind of fun to explore. I've heard they actually have loot now too, which is nice. But those kind of buildings are the stuff that you can use the barricades on and basically make yourself a stronghold. Of course, this game still seems to have the problem. I haven't tested it, but I believe this game still has the problem that DayZ has of ghosting. If you leave a server and then move to a new position and then rejoin a server, you will be in the new position. So if someone's barricaded themselves inside of a building and you want to get inside their barricade and take them out from behind, you can do that by leaving and joining a different server. This is not a good practice, very shady business, and something that I really would say please don't do. That's kind of going along those lines of griefing. But I'm hoping they have a solution for it. A solution I've thought of, or me and a few friends, we've talked about this. And something we thought that might be good is, what if you have a timer that you can't rejoin a server in if you've left it? So let's say you're in server A and you leave it. And if you rejoin that server right away and you're in the same position, you're fine. Nothing happens, no penalty. But if you leave server A and then join server B, let's say there's maybe 10-minute penalty where, okay, you're in that position now in a different server, but if you tried to go back to the server you started on within those 10 minutes, you would get teleported to a random location as if you had just spawned. I think that would be an interesting compromise or an interesting solution to the ghosting problem. Now, I also think this could be implemented towards preventing massive loot hoarding or loot camping. Because if you find a really good spot that has a lot of loot, what you can do is leave that server, join another server, you're in that spot, grab the items, leave, join another server, grab the items. Now, this is not without risk, because if someone else is there, they may decide to kill you while you're loading in. Very real problem. Usually if you're loading in and out, you want to do it in a safe spot. But there's sometimes enough safe spots that you could go ahead, loot, go to a safe spot, load out, loot, go to a safe spot. So I'm thinking you could do the same thing. Give it about a 10-15 minute period where if you join more than 2 servers in a 10-minute period, when you join the 3rd server, random teleport location. I think it might work, to be honest. And for anyone watching, I would be very interested to see what you guys think, because I think it's a very real problem that hits DayZ, and I think it's a problem that could hit this game. And if anyone has tried it and knows that these methods do work, I mean, by all means, please let me know if I'm wrong, if they already have a fix in place. I would actually like to know that. What's this? Oh, geez. 2 players and 1 with a gun. And I'm out of stamina. So we're going to kind of bob and weave so that if he does try and aim at me, he won't be able to hit me. So this might not have been a great idea. I'm going to use this 3rd-person camera to my advantage here. See, I saw him turn towards me. Started heading my way, so I definitely want to avoid that. Now, something else I think really needs to happen here, and that's they need to really get the systems in place to make people want to go after zombies and not other players. You know, if ammo is scarce, people will be less inclined to use it against players. And right now they're already less inclined to use it against zombies, because zombies are actually fairly easy to kill. You just kind of melee them, and they're done. Ooh, cans of okay, so this is nice. There is actually food. Food spawns. Hallelujah! Of course there's gunshots firing, so I am leaving. So that was one of the big things that was a problem with this, is food was very hard to find. Water was plentiful, really. If you knew where to look. Water was not hard to get. Oh dear. Zombies spawning right on top of me here. So you ran into a very real problem of possibly starving to death in this game. So I'm glad to see that food spawns are up and running. But as I was saying earlier, you know, limited ammo, of course. I believe it's already fairly scarce. But another thing is they need to make it so that killing zombies is worthwhile. Now, right now, zombies have a chance of dropping money. That chance is not very high, though. Wow, a chocolate bar. And a can of pasta. Oh, that's not good. Oh, and that zombie hit me. Alright. Running. So, what they may want to do is either, one, reduce the cost of items in the shop, because right now it's ridiculous to buy anything with cash. And two, the spawns of money on zombies is kind of low. And the most money... Now, they may have changed it. I haven't killed anything since the wipe here, so maybe I should go ahead and try and do that now. Let's... of course, I got people shooting in the town, so this may not be the best thing to do, but let's try it. It's going to take a while because it's just a flashlight. There's a player looking this way. I think. Looked like a player. Anyway. The money was low, and I think the most I got off a zombie was 98 bucks. Which, as you've seen from the prices of... Oh, player down the road. As you've seen from the prices of what's in the shop, 98 bucks is pocket change, really. I think everybody in the zombie apocalypse has got to be Rockefeller or something. Wow, they just don't want to die, do they? Holy crap. I knew it was hard to kill a zombie with a flashlight, but... Come on, hit him in the head. Hit him in the head. And die! Die? Die again. Okay, look, I know you're already dead. Die again. No, don't hit me. Die. Die, die, die. Yes! I got one! I got two! Did you drop anything? No. I got experience, though. Hey, experience is actually active. Great. Can't do anything with it yet, though. That'd be another player, yo. Wow, more cars. I don't remember these cars being here. Sweet. So I'm going to record as I go. Probably cut this up a bit as I go as well. But one thing I'll mention here, since I am here, is there is apparently more loot in the cars as well, as there being more cars. So that's nice to see. Now, fortunately, there was somebody here. Kind of grab cover here and look at my map real fast. I'm going to go to Smallville, see if I can run into Clark. Hey, look at that! Through the powers of video editing magic, we're at Smallville. Fancy that. Alright, I've got a church here. It says schoolhouse. It's more of a schoolhouse, I think. Uh-oh. Yeah, that zombie's onto me. There's a lot of zombies here. Hey, police station. And... what in the... Okay, I have to admit, I haven't seen that before. That's a new one on me. Alright, back off, girls. Ladies, ladies, please. There's plenty of kage to go around. Alright, gotta be careful here. I'm kind of backing up in a bad situation. Uh-oh. I am getting hit. That's not good. There we go. Alright, drop the flashlight. A note. Player note, or... Oh, wow. Okay. Lore note. Now, unfortunately, I'm taking damage from this combat. I will, need to try and fix that. I need bandages. Toot sweet. Oh no, I should have known that corpse on the ground was, in fact, a Zed. Okay, so let's do this. Let's avoid the zombies by running around here. I have been kind of running around blatantly in the daylight here, letting myself kind of be seen. You can tell by my visibility bar in the upper right. Not a good thing to do. Should be a bit more stealthy about this. Oh well. Alright, let's go into this police station and hope that it's got a good spawn. Oh wow, they're kind of creeping up on me here. Oh, hello! Getting hit. Wow, they are actually creeping up on me. I think they've sped up the zombies. If I'm not mistaken, before you could turn around and run away. I'm gonna get hit. Oh, I'm gonna get hit. And they couldn't catch up to you if you just by standard walking, but apparently they can now. Got one. I am really hurting. I got to be careful from this point on. Oh! Eaten by a zombie. And there were bandages nearby, too. Such a shame. I'm a horrible survivor. Oh well. Won't stop me from trying, I suppose. Let's see if I can do a little bit better next time.